Hola guys, me llamo es Jay. I speak Spanish. Okay, so we're doing Fallen Skies right now. Let me explain what's going on. Have you ever heard the phrase, the shit is about to hit the fan? Yes? Great. Now, the reason people made up that statement is because of times like this. Because right now, on Falling Skies, not only is the shit about to hit the fan, but it kind of already did. The Mole, aka adorable doctor lady who I take out on a date if she is interested, has very carefully laid out bombs all around Charleston, or at very least around the complex in which the hospital is. She has placed charges at every possible exit and has exploded them, leaving everybody to be basically fucked. I didn't want to say that word because it's a little aggressive, but hey, when you have 600 little alien worms inside of you, that's the perfect word for it. Fucked. Okay? She locked down all of them. People are trapped underground in the hospital. People are stuck upside and they can't get down to the people that are trapped under. Right? So first of all, you got Hal and his girlfriend. They're trapped in a little small space. And it's, to me, it seems like moving in together for the first time. When you move in with your girlfriend for the first time and you guys are starting to get to see what you guys are really like, and the arguing starts and it just turns into, but I thought this was going to be like a honeymoon the whole time. Wrong, it's not. What happened between them is they ended up just fighting and arguing about everything until there was damn near no air left. She was upset he left her to go find his, sister or whatever, and he was upset that, I don't even know why he was upset. He was just upset that they were trapped, right? So they were fighting and going back and forth the whole time until they got saved. Whatever. That's a nice little scene, nice little situation between them two, so they can work out and hash out these problems that they have, right? Now, upside you have, well, Tom comes back before the explosion starts. Let me bring it back. So Tom comes back on a freaking sailboat of all things. I guess he found one and it just sailed right into Charleston. And, they had a conversation, him and Pope. Pope was like, well, he was like, look, I'm surprised you didn't think that I had a worm in me. He was like, look, I think you do. And I personally can't wait to put a bullet in your head when you start acting up. Basically is what he said. And Tom's like, good, I'm glad you said that because I don't think that Colonel Weaver could do it if he had to. So I need you to be able to do that for me. Thank you for agreeing to murder me should I step out of line. A little weird conversation to have and a weird thing to be happy about, but hey, times are hard, right? So they have that. The explosion happens. Tom's stuck down below with everyone else, and Pope is stuck up top, right? So Cochise gets hurt in this attack too because the whole Vohm thing is taken out. Okay, all of Vohm are dead except for Goat Cheese. That's what I call him. It's a little name, Goat Cheese. He's the only one left, right? And he's injured beyond, like, his head is all destroyed and he's just like dying. But he doesn't die. He's like, okay, I need you guys to put me in the corner. I'm going to regenerate. Why didn't the other ones regenerate? That's what I want to know first off. But he regenerates and his head comes back and they put him in this little room. They take, very unintelligently, I might add, they find the young doctor whose name I cannot, Dr. Morales? No, that's not it. Gonzalez, I don't remember. They take her and they put her in a room too because she has a slight concussion. As soon as they reel her into the room and leave, her eyes open, okay? And she sees him and she's like, oh, hell yeah, I'm gonna kill this man. Right? She's excited. She's like, let's do it. So they have this whole thing coming up. They walk in on her with him, like she's standing over him. He's like, what are you doing? He's like, I have to help people because that's my calling. I'm a helper. I have to help people. And everybody's looking like they understand, but like they're like, no, sit down. And I'm looking like, man, put a bullet in this bitch. It's her. She's the fucking guy or girl. She's the bad guy. Do something, right? So back up top, they're trying to, dig them out, and they're having their own issues. But most of the action is happening below. Okay? With Karen. Not Karen. About Karen. Because Tom is just focused. He's like, look, we got to get to Karen. We got to kill Karen because Karen deserves to die. Not because she's the leader of the aliens. Not because she is the one leading the attack. But because she killed my girlfriend. And she killed my daughter. Which I'm still, like, I believe it, but I'm starting to believe it now. But it doesn't make sense. Why would you go through all that just to kill the baby? I don't get it. It seems a little strange to me. But anyway, what happens is he's just focused on that. He's focused on it. Everything he's living and breathing right now to kill her. So my previous prediction might be a little wrong. I thought Hal would be the one to kill her because he deserves to. But now Tom kind of does too because she's taking his child and his, I keep wanting to say wife, but I don't remember them getting married. So girlfriend. Which is weird. The president had a girlfriend. Clinton? Okay, so basically she gets up again and she goes over and Tom's talking to her and she's like, it's so sad that I feel so bad that that your girlfriend died and the kid died and everything. And he kind of, for a split second, he's like, fuck, you know that. But he didn't say anything. He just was like, look, I don't want to talk about that right now. Just lay down, relax. You have to heal before you can do anything, right? So they go back down, and he goes back to everybody else. And I guess this is the part where he says, look, this bitch is the traitor, okay? We need to come up with a way to get her right now. So she's laying in bed. She pulls out this sharp knife kind of pickaxe little thing. And she's like walking to goat cheese. And she's like, I'm going to shiv your ass right while you're sleeping. Just right. And I'm thinking, oh, she can't do this. This doesn't seem right. And right as she's about to shiv him, Tom opens the door and she's like, oh, yeah, I was just checking to make sure his vitals were okay. No, you weren't, you liar. You fuck. Tom was like, oh, don't worry about it. That's not important. Dude's hurt down here. So she's like, okay, fine. I'll come back and kill you later. She goes down to help him. And she's like, are you okay? Are you breathing? He pulls a gun on her. And she's like, what are you doing? What's happening? And Tom's like, you're the fucking mole. That's what's happening. She's like, no, Tom, they're in your head. The aliens are driving you crazy. You have to realize what's happening. And he's like, bullshit. I know a mole when I see one. You're the mole. You bloody mole with a bowl of guacamole. Mole. You're a fucking mole, okay? And then she just finally gives up and pulls out a gun, bomb weapon, and tries to shoot. And they bring her down. They stop her, and they chain her up. And everybody finds out she's the mole. And it's just like, I feel bad for her because when they get those things out of her, she's not going to be able to live with herself. Nobody's going to trust her anymore. And no, that's kind of it. But like, it's rough. It's kind of messed up to be her right now, and I feel bad. She's still hot though, so she got that going. She could examine me. I'd be like, okay, let's do it. Anyway, so this episode, I enjoyed it. It's one of those ones that build into something great next week. And it looks like, I won't talk about the previews, I was going to say something about it, but it looks like it's going to be really intense next week. And I will be able to get more stuff done because Fall Guys will be done next week. I'll be able to throw in a new show to review. I don't know what that's going to be yet. So if you have any ideas, any thoughts on what's a good show to review, please let me know and I will try to do it. Anyway, if you like this, subscribe. If you love this, like it. That doesn't work because there's not a love button, but like it, share, do all that good stuff. I like talking to you guys. You guys are very important to me. You have to understand. Anyway, I'm out. Deuces.